Alright, courtesy of the Prism Minecraft server, Christian Minecraft. This is my modern design for a, 16 beacon alternating color design. I think you'll find it very fascinating. This is the system. There are 2 tiers on this with 16 beacons. And we have a very simple design. There's 1 extra repeater on this level that enables you to slow down the top level so it becomes out of sync with the second level down, or the bottom level. It's a very simple design. There's just 1 repeater before each of these 4 pistons. They're not the sticky pistons. They're all set at 4 ticks, so that you have the same, kind of a thing. They're all set. And this is 1 comparator, which is used on the shutoff leg of the system. This redstone wire that goes up to the top level is also repeated down here behind, as you can see, going to a comparator on the bottom level, so that you can shut it off with the same switch. I thought that worked out very well, and it's very pretty. So here we go. We're going to turn it on. I want to thank the Mighty McGrew for doing the outer design. It turned out very nice. I love the way it looks on the outside. And here we go. As you can see, the colors shift, and there's a second level below giving color to the colors, making it a much more fluid changing colors. Now, I could have gone 1 step farther. There is a clear layer of glass underneath of these. You can see them right there. It's a clear layer, except in this case I put a yellow and a blue instead of clear. Over there it's clear. And this means that I get more colors if I wanted to put colored layers under there instead of doing 2 tiers. I could get a similar effect. This gives me the most variation for the number of pistons and tiers that I have. As you can see, I do occasionally get pure colors, and there is a certain amount of cycling around. The red is moving over 1 each time. So it's working very well, but it's not working as perfectly as I would hoped. Let's see here. Is that bottom level doing okay? Yeah, it's cycling right around. Can't complain about that. A little lag there in my computer. Okay, here we go. Turning it off, turns off the top and bottom level, and everything's finished. Now this one over here, the Mighty McGrew built, and he decided he was going to try a 12, I think it is, or maybe even 13 or 14. I think the maximum push for a piston is only 13 or 14. Okay. And it's a simple rotational one. He could have put a second layer of colored blocks underneath of these that just were static. They didn't move. And those second layer would then combine with the top layer of the moving ones to create even more color variation. Always have to turn that off because I never remember to. Alright, here it goes. This one just rotates around. Now it has a nice look to it, if you like that. The colors vary quite a bit. Sometimes you get a lot of whites, but then you also get a lot of color. But it's just cycling around. It's not quite as fast or as exciting as mine, I think. Ooh. I hate when that happens. So again, you just simply hit that switch to turn it off. And we're done. Now this last one is my most favorite. This one is designed to handle a single beacon. This is a single mock-up of a 3-tier system. There are 12 colors in the palette, and you can use 4 on each tier to get all 12 colors. Now the only difference with this is it's important to understand that The outer 3 are always 4 tick, but the 2 that go in and drive the piston itself are set at 1 tick or 2 ticks. That'd be 1, that'd be 2, that'd be 3, and that'd be 4. So 2 ticks for those, 4 ticks for these, and it's identical on all 4 sides. There's nothing to do but sit there and memorize those 5 repeaters, the way they're set up, and you're set to go. It's so simple and so compact. Very tightly compact system. Alright, so we come over here and we hit the button, and here's how it works. It just simply takes turns putting one of 4 colors that you've picked on a sticky piston. The other ones don't have sticky pistons, these do. It just keeps cycling one after the other to give you one or another pure colors. Now those are pure colors with no mix, but on this one you have 3 tiers, all identical, exactly the same, with different colors on each tier. Now what's really cool about the shutoff, it took a while because we blew up a couple of sets before we figured out how to do this right. Here's my off switch. Notice that black bar on that repeater. That cuts the power from cycling. It has to be here. It has to be right here, as far as I can tell, just before the startup. And that will keep your power and shut things down, stop it from going. Now, oh, make me fall. Okay, help me, Mr. Wizard. This is the 3 tier. Again, it's just a simple 3 levels of what you already saw. All identical to what you already saw, with different colors on each tier. This system of powering up was, thank you, the mighty McGrew, enabled me to get power up there. Now I've done redstone, torch, step systems, I've tried all kinds of things, but this one worked out so perfectly that I could power on and off all 3 tiers with this simple repeater system. Now I wanted to make sure that each tier ran at a slightly different speed or a different starting time. Okay, I haven't played with any kind of changing of the speed, but the starting times are different. I suppose I could put a repeater there, maybe, and do something, but I might mess up the pistons, so I think I'll leave it alone. But this one is set at 4 ticks, this one's set at 3 ticks, and this one's set at 1 tick. Don't know, I just wanted variation, so I created different ratios of ticks. That's the only ticks I play with on this thing. You can play with them on yours all you want to change them and see what happens, but I think this works. So now the color is much more vividly changing. You're actually getting some real variations and mixtures. You get purples and blues and greens and yellows and reds and oranges and all of the mixtures that you can possibly hope to get. And so it becomes a real rainbowy effect. I don't know how come you get pure ones, because you know, maybe there's a time when 2 tiers have all 4 blocks pulled back except the bottom one has a blue. So you get a pure blue. It's just about when the timing makes it. So it's going to go through a very long, slow permutation. It's never going to repeat exactly the same set of colors for a long time until it gets around the whole system back to where we started. You get light blues, dark blues, you get oranges and yellows and purples and greens and fuchsias and every ugly color that comes down from mixing it all together. Then to shut it off, you have the same kind of a system of glowstones with redstones, a real tricky but not hard to do system to get the redstone on it, that allows you to shut it off and then simply hit the switch. Wait for all the pistons to stop cycling and be sure to hit the switch again to turn it off. There you have it. 3 different kinds of redstone, rainbow oscillating color beacons. Now let's go look at my other little gadget here. This is just a beginning test to test what's called the comparator, which compares the voltage coming in from the A leg, which is this back one, with the voltage coming in from the B legs, which are either side, B1 and 2, running the output. And depending entirely upon which switch you hit, it will change completely. Let's see if I can get this so you can see it. See, that one brings up that many and drops them. This one, oops, I got to turn that off. This one changes the number. There's less now that are coming up. That one about the same. It's never quite the same. Now that one is less. So it's kind of odd, and I haven't figured out how it works exactly, but there's some kind of relationship between this and this. Also, what you have over here, if I can turn them all off, that one's on and that one's on. There you go. Now they're all down, right? But if I go over here and turn this one on, it will only go 14. So the power stops at 14, and these don't get lifted up. So there's something there. Then, of course, I've got the comparator on. I call that C1 for comparator on. And you can turn the comparator off and everything gets changed and it becomes all different. It's just so amazing. I'm going to have to put some kind of light switches on these so I can see which one I've got on and which one's off. So it's something I've got to work out. I hope you have fun. I hope you enjoy it. I will have a whole notation system for defining the relationship between the different switches so that we can work it out. I think it's possible with this to make a simple kind of a computer. Using a whole bunch of different mechanisms, we could make a computer of some kind. Don't know. Anything's possible. All right, that's 11 minutes. I'm done. Thanks a lot. And thank you, Prism, Christian Minecraft server, for letting me take this video here.